everybody. Welcome to Paint Creek Nursery. How to transplant a spruce transplant. We've, as you saw in the previous video, we've laid out our field. We've got our dots 8 foot by 8 foot staggered configuration in the field. Obviously your string will be gone and you'll be left with dots out here. A couple people in the field works good for this. What we like to do is we've had our trees wrapped and soaked up at the shop, and we talked about maybe pruning these root systems to fit into a hole, and I'll show you how to do that here. Use the big scissors for this, and I don't like to remove any more than about a third of that root system. You can see these long straggly ones. I would rather cut these off like so than end up swirling them around in the hole where they could be problematic with strangling themselves off in the future as the tree matures. So we've got a root system that's nice and balanced on both sides. Our root system grows just like the top, symmetric on each side. So we've pruned off any long stragglers like this. Good moist root system. You could have these dipped prior to in the Paint Creek root gel, but for this video anyway, we're just showing you how to plant them. So after your dot, what I like to do is go down the field and lay the trees out. Have a young fella or something along that will lay the trees out on each dot, so that and your root systems are already be pruned on those trees. Lay them out so that the guy digging the hole can see, because this root system here is not going to need as much of a hole as that bigger tree there. This is a little bit lighter transplant, but so that you aren't over digging the hole. It gets to be a lot of work. Anyway, so just go in and don't go too far away from your hole with your dirt. And you can see it doesn't take a very big hole, and with your field worked into a nice loose soil, it's a lot easier to do this than trying to dig through sod. So really this was growing in the nursery, and these roots were about like this in the nursery. So you can see you don't have to go very deep. Here's your root collar where your stem starts to flare out to form your root system. That's about where you want your soil line, right there. And we like to make a little dish down to that point so that when it rains, your water's running towards the hole. So you can see that diameter's probably got to be, oh, that's pretty close, maybe a little bit wider. Good symmetric hole too, works good. This can be done with a auger off a skid steer or a hand auger too. It's done quite quickly. But get it in there, spread that root system out with your hands, lay it down in there so that your roots are going all directions. Make sure nothing's curling back on itself, and then just backfill your hole like this. And I've kind of situated this so that you can see it's a little bit deeper than the surrounding grade, so that I'm forming that dish on each one. And kind of overfill it a little bit. Hang on to it, it's nice and straight. I pull these up so that I'm not breaking branches off when I stomp them in. Like that. And then I like to knock this down so that your tractor or whatever, your mower, doesn't hit that. And there you go, you got a nice little dish around there. If we hit hard times, a drought situation, you can come down here with a hose and out of a barrel or what have you, and just fill in that bowl so that all that water settles into the middle. And we'll just continue on down here and plant this row out.